You're recording?
Yeah, just whenever. I'll just cut it out, edit it.
And what was season 18?
Nope.
Yeah, season 18, episode 12.
Nope.
Oh, episode
Nope.
12, season.
Nope. Episode 18, season 2, episode 2.
Oh my god. Okay. Episode.
Nope.
You can just say episode 18. Just
Okay,
type.
episode. Oh yeah, Chase is typing it. Okay, that makes it easier. Because I'm like, what?
Yeah. Season 18, we skipped a few seasons. Season 2 was one episode long.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Welcome to the Cacatalk Podcast, episode 18, season 2, episode 2. We have with us here Chase Tries, Leo, PXNDX77, and me, Blasted Comb. You can find us anywhere on the internet where you can search user. So, yeah, let's hop into it, guys.
So,
how's everyone doing?
I'm pretty good, boy. I just got off of work. I had a technically shorter work week, but it felt longer because it was a very stressful work week. Because
why is that?
We're doing like inventory, and they're doing counts and stuff, so we had to count all of our inventory. And there were auditors coming, and I got chosen to drive the forklift for them, so that if they wanted to check a specific item, I would be the one to drop them. Me and one other guy. So
when you said that, I was thinking of Mulan, where he's like, "You're gonna pick up every single grain of rice."
That's essentially what I was doing today, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I came to.
Yeah. How are you guys doing? How's your week going?
Good. I had a short week because it was a holiday. Plus it was my birthday, so it kind of like I had my was that this week or was that last week? I don't even know.
That was this week. That was on.
Was that really this week?
Well, do you mind me sharing your birthday?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so that was the 11th, which I believe was Monday.
Oof, which is also not his birthday.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the month. It's 11/10/20. Well,
yeah,
not 25. You're not 1 year old.
Yep, I was only born last week. Yeah, today
you were born
is the 16th.
On Monday.
Yeah, he was quite literally born yesterday.
But yeah, so I had Monday off for my birthday, and then you actually came over and helped us move into our new place, and then I had Tuesday off because it was Veterans Day. So it was a short week for me, so that was nice.
Nice.
But yeah, I've just been kind of hanging out, and then I work a full week next week, and then the week after it's Thanksgiving, and I get 2 days off for that too. So I like the end of the year for all these holidays and stuff. It's always good.
So it's interesting that now Black Friday is considered a holiday that you get off of work. That didn't used to be the case ever.
Whose work gets Black Friday off?
No one. That's what I'm saying. But I think a lot of places are doing that now.
Well, I don't think they're doing it for Black Friday though.
They're doing it so you can shop. So it's big shopping. They're paying the employers to have their employees off so that they can shop more.
Are you saying capitalism did something good for once?
That's not good to go buy stuff and consume more things that we don't need.
Well, they're not making you buy stuff. There's no mandate that says you have to buy stuff.
But you're more likely to because you have it off. And then you could wake up early because you don't have to go to work the next day on Saturday.
That's true.
I always just assume they did it because typically Thanksgiving is always going to be a Thursday. So why not just give, no one wants to work the day after Thanksgiving. So just give them that day off. Because I feel like Black Friday is kind of like fading out. Like it's becoming more and more irrelevant. And like with the rise of technology, really people I think look more forward to like Cyber Monday. Though, with that being said too, a lot of stores have been caught raising their prices right before Black Friday just to drop them back down to the normal price, but pretend it's a discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty shitty. Pretty
shady
shitty.
business practices. But also, I don't know if you remember those videos of people showing the aftermath of that and how a lot of stores still had way too much inventory that they were planning to get rid of on those days and ended up not doing so.
Yeah.
Which was the original intention of Black Friday too, was to get rid of excess inventory so that they can turn their numbers from red to black. That's why it's called Black Friday.
Oh, is that where I was going to ask where that came from? Because I thought it was just used to, like, buy Christmas gifts and stuff early or something. That's what I thought anyway.
I think that's what they tell the consumers, but no, it's for businesses to make up on lost revenue.
Also, definitely don't buy a TV on Black Friday, or really a lot of things it's not good to buy on Black Friday because they make certain things especially for Black Friday, and it's usually cheaper quality, so that by the next Black Friday you're going to buy.
I mean, if you think about it, all the stuff selling on Black Friday is probably not the best stuff, which is why they even need to get rid of it because no one else is buying it otherwise.
Yeah, I used to work
too. I still work.
I used to work in electronics, and a lot of the companies and stuff, it would say like Black Friday, and then the model name.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me, I think.
Also, why is Black Friday now basically all of November? I don't like that.
Yeah.
Capitalism.
I don't know who started that, but I know Home Depot did that where they would have Black Friday be the whole month. Instead of giving you one big discount, they were like, we're giving you micro discounts, but the entire month. Like, it's a great thing. And I'm like, that sucks. That's stupid.
Yeah. Also, it's like every holiday is a reason to shop. They're like, oh, Christmas sale, oh, Labor Day sale, oh, Black Friday sale, oh, Christmas sale, oh, like it has to be sale. Like, what about the true meaning of these holidays? Like, spend time with your family day or something,
Yeah.
Ew, gross. What the hell?
Well, some of us like our family. Okay.
Would you rather spend time with your family or be happy knowing that there's a shareholder out there smiling on his yacht?
Exactly.
Oh, dude.
It's the little things in life,
Yeah, nothing would bring me more joy. Did you see that Steam is going to kill consoles now?
Yeah, that Steam, what's it called? Steam box, right?
The Steam machine, the Gabe Cube.
Yeah, I just saw it today.
Dude, it
actually
looks so goddamn cool. And if it's reasonably priced, bro, it's over. It's over. I already thought the Xbox was kind of heading out the door, and I think they're just going to become a publishing company anymore. But yeah, man, the Steam machine looks so cool.
From what I understand, the next Xbox console release that they're planning is going to be just a full-blown PC, which you can install Steam on and everything. And I think because of the Steam machine, PlayStation's probably going to plan to head in that direction too. But also, Xbox is no longer keeping Game Pass on Xbox, like exclusive to Xbox and PC. It's also on PlayStation now.
Yeah. It Xbox, I don't know, man. Like, there's no loyalty to their people there at all anymore, and they're just like, well, it was a good run while it lasted. And I know that the CEO, God, I can't remember her name, or she's like the head of Xbox or something, like above Phil, and she was saying how the next console they're going to release is going to be a premium product, which I'm like, all right, that means it's going to be super expensive, is what it sounds like. And if the Gabe, I'm gonna call it the Gabe Cube, by the way. If the Gabe Cube, the Steam machine, if from what I understand, it's literally just a tiny little like 6-inch big PC that is optimized to run Steam.
Yeah,
but you can use any controller on it because it's still a PC, so it's like you can still run any controller on it. You can still put other applications on it, like. why would you not get that? That's just like the all-in-one thing at that point.
Yeah.
I do.
Also, I think one of the most important things about it to mention is that online gaming on it is free. You don't have to pay for a subscription, unlike Xbox and PlayStation both, where in order to play online, you actually have to pay for it for anyone who's not into console gaming.
Yeah, it's pretty insane for what is it, PlayStation Network and Xbox Live?
Yeah, and the price of both, I think, it has gotten pretty steep in recent years. Xbox just went up, right?
Yeah, it did. That's I actually have that in my notes from a while back. We just never got around to it. Was the Xbox nonsense where they raised the price of everything suddenly? But yeah, that's kind of out of the news at this point. But yeah, I've kind of I think we should clarify too to people who don't know us, like for gaming and stuff. You and I have always been huge Xbox people forever.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was since the original Xbox. Like that's when I hopped on. But I have slowly been faltering with everything they've done.
Yeah.
And this kind of was like the nail in the coffin for me when they raised the price of all the Game Pass subscriptions. And you're like, and you don't get any say in if you actually own anything and all that. I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. So like I don't have, for the first time in like, I don't know, 15 years, I don't have Xbox Live anymore. And it feels very weird. It feels really weird to not have Xbox Live anymore to me.
Yeah.
But I've just been going through Steam for everything.
And it's been cheaper.
Yeah, way cheaper.
Yeah, not to mention their sales are crazy at times.
Bro, it's so good.
Yeah.
But I will say that the downfall, or not the downfall, but the downside of Steam's sales and being able to get the games cheaper and stuff like that is that people expect, games to be cheaper, and that kind of puts on like companies and stuff like that and game developers, it kind of puts
pressure,
stigma on them, and pressure on them to make good games with great graphics and all of these things very cheap when it's a very expensive endeavor to do that,
I can understand what you're saying, but I think that that's a good thing ultimately. I think that's a really good thing because AAA gaming has gotten super lazy and super greedy. And things like Steam have made it so that all these big indie games can like blow up. Because they typically will sell them for cheap and they do go on sale. And typically with the sales too, they can offset it a little bit, I would think, if they get a lot of sales, even if it is on sale at the time, if they get more sales in that moment, it'll still kind of offset, I think. But yeah, it's I really like Steam. The thing that I worry about with Steam is that whenever the day comes where the head of Valve, the company that runs Steam, Gabe, Gabe Newell, is that his name?
Yeah.
When Gabe retires, I hope that someone with his same kind of consumer forward thinking replaces him and they don't, change it and go private or go public and all this craziness,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big concern, I think, is what happens when Gabe Newell leaves Steam. Whether we want him to or not, one day he will.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like the meme of like Valve does nothing, wins. It's like that's what they're so like the thing that I do that scares me a little bit with it is that this is the same way I felt when Game Pass first came out, where I was like, this is so like consumer forward. I'm worried that there's gonna one day be a shift and it's gonna suddenly be like, oh, actually, psych, we got you in the ecosystem now, and now you're stuck here.
Yeah.
and we're gonna jack our prices up on things. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. Because I do like that Gabe seems to be very, like I said, consumer friendly in that regard.
Well,
yeah. I think that no one, and I could do a whole PowerPoint on this, but I feel that Nintendo is very underrated. Whether you prefer their games or not, Nintendo will always lead in innovation, especially with consoles. And I know that, Chase probably doesn't agree, but
You're getting quieter and quieter as you're talking, and you're getting cut off. Just letting you know.
Okay. What did you not hear?
Repeat that whole sentiment again.
Oh,
Boy, cut this out.
Yeah, I got you.
Nintendo leads in the gaming industry, especially console industries, with innovation. If it wasn't for Nintendo, we wouldn't have triggers. We wouldn't have Joy-Cons. No, wait, not Joy-Cons. What are the little like thumb things that roll around called?
Thumbsticks.
Okay, yeah, thumbsticks. We wouldn't have thumbsticks. We wouldn't have R trigger, left trigger. We wouldn't have the 4 buttons. We wouldn't have the D-pad. Like there's just the controller itself. We wouldn't have, and like the motion of, remember when the Wii came out, like no one else had that. And now a lot of these things, even the haptic sensing, we wouldn't have it without Nintendo. Like things that Nintendo has done, they have rewritten the rule book for what it means to have a controller or a console, and no one really gives them credit for that, because when they do kind of miss the mark or something like that, they're made fun of, like with the Wii U and stuff like that. But it's like they're kind of fronting the bill for a lot of innovation and kind of taking all of the risk without, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think Nintendo's the GOAT, I feel like.
Okay, but more recently, Nintendo can leave these nuts in their mouth because they've been fucking assholes.
How?
So they jacked up the price on their games, their console. I'm pretty sure they made it to where you can't share games. They're fucking suing.
You can share games.
They're suing Power World. They tried, but they couldn't. So
but
instead,
I mean, come on, Power World is Pokemon.
Well,
yeah, but
Pokemon
Pokemon stole from another game too. So
yeah.
Well, the other game should have had a patent on it.
Well, yeah, that's my next point. We're going to patents. Nintendo doesn't have a patent, so now they're trying to retroactively get a patent. They couldn't, so now they're trying to get a patent on the whole creatures fighting for you, which it's a mechanic so many games use that it would not only affect Power World, but so many other games that you probably enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo is similar to like Disney in the sense of they're very litigious with everything they do. They sue everyone left, right, and center. I do find like the argument you're talking about with Pal World, I think that's a nonsensical thing. Sure, it is very similar and the art style is very similar for sure. I can't deny that. But I think it's more derivative than actually straight up ripping it, because even in the same thing or in the same kind of argument, like I said earlier, Pokemon stole from the game Dragon Quest. The idea of having monsters battle each other and stuff, that came from a game called Dragon Quest, which came out before Pokemon was ever around. So, I don't know. It's like they're just an extremely litigious thing. And I think that the price hike thing, I do think that they said that was related to the tariffs in the US, making it more expensive. But I do agree. Like I can see where Lexi's coming from as far as they are very innovative and they've been, the phrase like standing on the shoulders of giants. I think that they've been overall the giants that people have stood on. But the Nintendo of the last couple of years has been pretty shitty.
Yeah.
To Leo's point.
Mm-hmm. And I completely agree that at one point Nintendo was incredible. And when we were younger, and Nintendo as a company was younger, they genuinely felt like they wanted to make fun for people, not just money.
Yeah, and I don't know that I feel, for example, like the Switch 2. I have the Switch 2. Lexi has the Switch 2, and we both really like it a lot. I don't know that it's like revolutionary compared to the first Switch to me that much, but it's really cool still, nonetheless. But I don't know. It just feels very iterative. Is that the right word? It just feels like the same thing, just slightly better, I guess. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool that you can play Cyberpunk on it.
I think you mean that it feels like they're reiterating.
Yeah, maybe that's a better way to say it. But
is Cyberpunk on the Switch too?
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And what's that other game? The football game?
Madden?
Yeah, Madden's also
Yeah,
on it.
that's basically all I play on it.
Yeah, and when I first got the Nintendo Switch, not even the 2, I don't have the 2. I don't really plan on getting it. But when I first got the first Nintendo Switch, I really thought that it was incredible, a very powerful system. And the 2 is obviously even better still than that. I don't deny that Nintendo products are good, their games are good and fun. I just don't like their business practices.
Yeah. And I mean, when is the last time that people have complained about a buggy Nintendo game versus how many times
Nintendo Switch one.
well, like a Nintendo game. I mean, like, you know how like Cyberpunk came out and they kind of rushed it and it was very buggy, or
Yeah,
Starfield,
Pokemon. What's it called? The newest one, Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, the newest ones people don't really like because it's really empty and stuff.
And buggy and glitchy.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, in order to have the game look and play better, you had to get the Switch 2 where it performs better. You shouldn't have to buy a how expensive is it? $500?
$500 something dollars. Yeah, I think it's almost
$500
$600.
something dollar system to be able to play a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I mean that's kind of the way that it's looking though, unfortunately. Like every console, you're talking about the premium Xbox console, and PlayStation really is the only one that's kept their prices relatively reasonable. I'm not sure how they do it, but they've kept their prices pretty sustained, I believe, overall. But yeah, like Nintendo is really expensive right now. Xbox is really expensive. PCs are expensive. Like everything's expensive, it seems like.
Which is
Thanks,
funny too.
Obama.
Do you remember when the PlayStation 3 first came out? It was $600 because of the Blu-ray disc player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's $600 in what 2006 was just an insane price for a console.
When did it come? Yeah, when did it come out? I'm looking it up real quick. 2006 it came out.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Blu-ray as a whole is kind of funny to me. I feel like that's like the fastest that disc media has died.
I don't know. I think
you know what? Chase recently told me this because I was like, why is if I put on something that's 4K, it doesn't actually look 4K? And he's like, oh, the only way you could actually see a 4K TV in 4K is if you have like a Blu-ray disc or a disc that is in 4K. Like that's insane for me. Like what is the point?
Yeah, physical media is always going to look so much better than when you're streaming it because you lose a lot of that quality in streaming it.
I think a good solution to that would be if they let us like pre-download it. Downloading.
Yeah, because
maybe
you wouldn't have to
it.
You wouldn't have to worry about the internet making it lag.
Yeah.
But even then the TVs would cost more because it needs to have storage and you need to a 1 terabyte TV or something like that. And it would, I mean, maybe I'm spitting for the capitalists, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's do that." But
write that down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it just opens up another can of worms. And then, if we let them download it, are they actually owning it? Because to stream is not to own. You're renting a service basically of a plethora of movies from a certain
right.
company.
Yeah.
With streaming
services that are out there, every fucking company wants to have their own.
Yeah, they do. It's basically just become cable again.
It is cable, and it's cable to like we just moved, and I'm like, it's cable, but I have to have a password and email for every single channel.
And
Why?
You're paying more realistically than you were for cable originally.
Yeah, you are.
Basically, what they were trying to do with the internet, with the whole bundling it into like different websites. Remember? Fuck that.
Yeah, it's all they're all just it slowly goes back, and I'm sure that in maybe 5, even less years, there's going to be some new thing, just like when Netflix was like, hey, you don't have to have cable. Like, here's a certain, you know what I mean? There's going to be some new thing that is also going to eventually turn into cable.
Yeah.
Because I would say if you had every single streaming service, it probably doesn't end up being it probably ends up being around the same amount as cable back in the day. But their thing was like, oh, there's no contracts, you know, because cable used to have contracts and stuff like that and lock you into the price.
Yeah.
So it's just, I'm sure that they'll come up with something, but it sucks.
Yeah.
And you don't even own it. You don't own anything.
That's the worst part. I've actually been considering getting digital or physical media again because of that reason. Because even when you buy a game, you don't actually own it. You're just buying the rights to play it until they decide.
Yeah, I think about getting physical media, and then I'm like, well, if they ever took away the digital media, I think I'd have bigger problems to worry about than, you know, I'd be like trying to grow a garden or something rather than playing my physical game that I own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's a really big issue for a lot of people though that like older games. And it's actually that big issue with, or that big controversy with pirate software. Yeah, with pirate software. It was essentially, that was kind of his argument of like, it's not feasible to make it so that we can host, because effectively with like digital media, that stuff has to be hosted somewhere and kept somewhere in order for you to access it. And basically his point was that putting that onto the developer companies just makes their costs raise higher and higher for games that may not even get played much anymore. And that was his argument. I could understand where he was coming from with it, but at the same time, it's like, well, we paid for it. We should have access to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that does kind of open up another can of worms of these servers that, you know, like, there's only so much space, you know, in the world, and all the water that it uses and things like that, the environmental impact of hosting all of these things. Like, has someone calculated the environmental impact of producing more physical media versus housing all of this digital media, and then the internet and the servers that require with that and all of that, you know?
Yeah.
Not this being our most serious podcast.
I know, right? Also, to answer your question from earlier, boy, I looked it up. $5.99 is what the PS3 costs in 2006. That's equivalent to the purchasing power today of $962.
That's insane.
So almost $1,000, you know, roughly for that same thing. That's pretty insane.
But at the same time, like, look at the innovation that it was, you know?
Yeah, there's no denying that. It was definitely an impressive console, but also that's what cost it sales in the long run.
Yeah. Well, I think that was too. I mean, it was competing with the Xbox 360. That was
that was a powerhouse of a console.
If Xbox ever is known for anything in all of history, it'll be the Xbox 360, because that thing was so goated.
Yeah.
By the way, I also
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I looked up just real quick because I was curious as to what Lexi was talking about. And I just entered, is it more environmentally friendly to make physical media or keep digital? This is an AI overview, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt.
Literally from the thing that is causing.
Well, look, that's on Google. But it says neither option is definitively more environmentally friendly. The most sustainable choice depends on how you choose to use the media. Physical media is better if you use it many times, like rereading a book or listening to an album repeatedly, because its impact is concentrated only in production. Digital media can be more eco-friendly for infrequent use or content you consume once, provided you are mindful of its high energy consumption for streaming and data storage. So it seems like basically, are you going to front load the wastefulness, or are you going to backload it? That's basically how I see that.
Yeah.
Dang, so I need to start carrying around CDs because I listen to music over and over.
Oh, so I remembered what I was thinking about earlier. So I think with pirate software, the whole thing got lost in translation, because he was thinking that Stop Killing Games was referring to MMOs as well, and that's what he means by it. It's a lot of work to do this because it's an MMO. It's designed for multiple people and it's meant to have servers and stuff. But Stop Killing Games, I think, more so focuses on games such as Nintendo games, where they're single player, and if Nintendo doesn't re-release it, you basically can't play it unless you have the physical media. But at some point they stopped selling it. I think they were looking into making it so you can't resell games as well. You can't emulate it either. They will come down on you for that. So they're really not giving you options. Like, I want to play this. I'll give you money for it. And they're like, no, you don't get to play that anymore.
Yeah, and kind of rounding back into, you just reminded me of talking about the Steam machine. That's something also that I think is like chef's kiss with Steam and Valve, I should say, is that they've already said, even though they haven't even announced like the price or anything of the Steam machine, they're like, look, it's literally just a small little PC that is formatted just to play Steam. However, you can do with it whatever you want. It's yours. And like, imagine Nintendo will brick your console if they see that you're messing with it. So it's like, you know, they Steam is just like, once you buy it, it's yours. Do with it what you will. And I'm like, that's so cool to see.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't, like, no companies do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Same with like modding games and stuff. Like, that was something that I touted Bethesda for the longest time, is how much they were open to modding. Now, granted, I've lost a bunch of faith in Bethesda now. It's because of who they've become. But back in the day, it was so cool to me that they embraced it so much. But that's a whole different. I could spend the next 2 hours talking about how much I hate Bethesda these days.
Also, it was really cool that they brought modding to consoles when that wasn't really an option before. But then they went and ruined it by, I think now you can only get stuff from the Creation Club, which is their monetized mods,
you can still, so you can still get free mods, but they're limited. They're a lot more limited. Like, for example, if you're going through like PC and going through, like, let's say Nexus to get your mods, you know, you can get all of those totally for free. Whereas like, let's say Skyrim, for example, or like they just did it to Fallout as well, Fallout 4. They broke all of Fallout 4 too doing it. But they added the creations menu, and they have all of these, you know, creations from verified creators, and they basically try to sell it to everyone as like, hey, it's paid mods. Yeah, it's paid mods, but you're supporting the mod creators and stuff. Meanwhile, they refuse to elaborate on how much the creators actually get from these transactions. And the theories are that they get about 30%, so 30 cents on the dollar, and for everything that goes out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, man. Like,
just go to the modders Patreon and subscribe to their Patreon if you really want to directly support modders.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what Nexus is. Nexus, like, every single big mod author on there, they post their Patreon or their Venmo or whatever, like, and you can go support them directly for whatever they do.
Not to mention, Nexus will have a pop-up come up every so often that's like, hey, just a reminder, you've installed these mods? So, you know, if you want to go give them some money, go ahead. They don't force you to, but I think it's pretty cool of them to remind you of this.
Yeah. Plus, I will say this is less of a huge issue, but it still bothers me a little bit. And I know how it's going to sound going across initially, so just, you got to stick with me here. But Nexus, they give you a wide variety of things you can download, right? In anything from like quests to companions to
graphics,
less clothing to to scantily clad things to no clad things, right? They let you do everything in between, basically, and which is awesome for whatever you're trying to make. And Bethesda, if you go through the creations menu, all of the, I'll call it mature content, you can't get. And that bugs me, not because, like, I get the rationale behind it. It's like, well, kids could play it, right?
He crashes out.
And that bugs me because I miss looking at boobies.
But no,
I miss the boobies. Where are the boobies?
All I'm saying is it's a rated M game. Children shouldn't be playing it anyway. So let me see my goddamn titties. If I want to see some big titty elf women, let me see my big tittied elf women. I paid for this game. It's for adults. How about you let me do what I want to do with my game? That's all I'm saying.
Most valid crash out of
The
2025.
silence after that was so loud.
No, I was applauding in my mind. That was the most valid crash out ever.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense to me. That's all. That's all. It's not that I'm like actively seeking it. It's just like, it's an adult game. It's a rated M game. Let me goddamn do the rated M thing.
On the thumbnail, it should be all serious, and then like big titty elf woman in the background.
Big titty elf
the title
woman
should be
with like that forbidden sign, and then that guy in SpongeBob that's like, how am I supposed to eat this without my drink? With Chase's face on that.
Skyrim without my mods.
How am I supposed to play Skyrim without the titties?
My tits?
Yeah, it should the title should be Chase deserves the elf titties.
I don't think we put titties, but
bitties.
Nintendo was trying to take away your elf titties.
Oh, yeah. Dude, there we go. That's the title.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna write that down.
Imagine Logan and Rampage hop into the chat, and that's what they see.
Elf titties.
I spelled it wrong. Whatever, that's fine.
That's fine. That's great.
Yeah, it's funny how serious this one's been.
Yeah. No,
without Logan or Rampage here, we just get super serious.
I mean, we can get goofy if you want.
I mean, life is serious.
I'm just kind of like in a more
look at everything that's happening
mood today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Let me look through. I feel like I've kind of hit on most things that I wanted to talk about.
I have some stuff I have written down. Oh, real quick, have you guys noticed the crazy amount of numbers of like deer on the road recently?
Yes.
It's been more than past years. Like every few miles on 35, there's a dead or an alive deer just on the road.
Yeah. Well, you know that normally here in Texas, in the area that we live in, they do have the paid hunting, and maybe, I don't know, maybe something has happened to that this year.
Yeah, it could be.
You said dead or alive deer?
He's back on the titties.
Oh, let's go, dude.
Let me see. What's another?
Deer scare me.
The movie.
Have you heard of the zombie deer?
Oh, yeah. That's like mental thing that makes them go crazy, and that humans.
That's scary.
It's called chronic wasting disease.
Oh, even that name.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They go full blown zombie mode. It's pretty crazy.
And I think if we eat the meat of those deer, you can contract it. And you don't.
And you turn into a zombie.
You turn into a zombie deer. It's like a werewolf.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's from a movie. That shot.
Yeah, probably.
That's okay. But yeah, they get all drooly and they can't stand up and they do flips and it's crazy.
Oh, boy, are you? Well, both of you guys, do you guys consider yourselves be like into bread?
Yeah. I mean, I like bread.
Mm-hmm.
I like making bread.
Okay, yeah, because my next note is actually that we started making our own sourdough starter.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Going really good, actually. I think it's ready to be used for bread.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're gonna try that, and
that's kind of what I like.
If it goes well, I might give you some starter if you want it. I don't know. Are you into sourdough?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I love sourdough. I was told I don't have a gluten like allergy or anything, but I do have a slight intolerance. So I try to get sourdough because it's a little easier on your stomach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
I
healthier.
love sourdough.
It's better for you overall, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
how long does it actually take the process?
So I think it averages from like 7 to up to like 9 days or so. Or sorry, 4 to 9 days. Ours, I believe, was actually ready on like the 5th day, but we just continued feeding it because it's mostly been me that started the project. So, but May helps me like feed the starter and all that.
Okay, follow-up questions. How do you feed it, and how did you know it was ready?
You just feed it just what is it called? Dust?
I don't know.
What the hell?
Yeast?
No. You feed it the
Flour?
flour and water.
And does it have a mouth or?
No, it's bacteria. Just kind of assimilate.
So you feed bacteria flour and it turns into bread?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, it turns into the starter that you need, and then you create the bread with that. But yeah.
Yeah.
This is one crazy life we're living, guys.
Yeah, I used to make. I've never made sourdough, so I think that would be fun to do. But I
Mhm.
did. I don't know. Did I make bread for you ever, boy?
Yeah,
I used to make bread
you
all
came
the time.
over one time and we made some bread
Oh yeah,
together.
you
I
and
think
made bread
everyone you've
together.
ever met, you've made bread for them.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like breaking bread. You gotta break bread with everyone. But
Yep.
Chase is baking bread with everyone.
You mean like the picture I put of you?
Yeah, but
Of the
also
Walter White
you.
baking bread?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Photoshop your face over that.
Well, you should do two. Have one of you and one of me, because apparently we're both.
Or do both
baking.
of your faces half and half.
Oh,
Or hold on.
With
make us
glasses on it.
Siamese twins.
The same glasses.
Wait,
yeah,
here.
Siamese twins.
Hold on 1 second. Let's replace our faces on this one.
Oh, that's so cute. Yes.
Yes.
For the audience, if you're not watching the
Well,
video.
they'll see the finished version.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
Don't explain anything to those dirty audio listeners.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You hate the listeners. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but we'll describe it because in case they don't see the thumbnail, it's just the scene from Breaking Bad where Jesse and Walter are making meth, but instead they got loaves of bread in their hand, and the title is changed to Baking Bread, and it perfectly encapsulates Chase and I.
Yeah, definitely. I remember when we went over there, you tried to make like a sweet bread and didn't. I want to say you put something in it that I thought was such a wild choice. Was it sprinkles? Did you or May put like sprinkles in your bread or something?
No, it wasn't sprinkles.
What was it?
It didn't come out as sweet as I would have liked it to, but there was a bit of a sweetness to it. I just put like a pinch of sugar, and then I actually added some cinnamon to it.
That's what it
And
was.
it gave it a great smell, but not a taste, unfortunately.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. One other thing that I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this when we were on vacation. This is a little while back, but I finally have. I was looking through my notes and I realized I haven't talked about it yet. Do you ever think about where you want to die? And what I mean by that, let me preface this real quick. There's places in the world where like I'm at a place and I'm like, I would hate to die here. Like if this is the last thing I ever saw, I would hate this. Like imagine like 35. I don't want to die on 35. That would be the worst. Like that'd suck. Or like
35, you mean the road, right? Not your age.
Yeah. Not when, where.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I'm meaning I-35. Because you know the meme of like this would be a good place to bleed out. Like let's see if I can find the meme, but let me see.
I think
Die on the
I think I see
battlefield.
what you're saying. What are the circumstances of my death? Because this is important.
Like this meme right here, where it's like it's always these really scenic, these really scenic areas, or it's like really snowy, and it's like I just have the urge to bleed out and die right here. Like I was thinking about that when we were in. We went to see my family in Washington State, and the Pacific Northwest is really beautiful in a lot of places. And we were at a wedding, and it's in a little podunk town that I don't really care for necessarily, but the place that we were at where this wedding was held was right next to the stream, and it was like a big mountain was overlooking it and stuff, and it was really pretty. And I was just thinking, like, if I died here, this would be all right.
Yeah.
And I have that thought all the time where I'm like, no, I can't die here. This would be disgusting. Or I go, this is it. This is a good spot. So do you ever have thoughts like that? Or even like, do you ever think about what the last thing you'd want to eat would be or anything like that? Because I have thoughts like that all the time.
What would your last meals be? Like the show Last Meals. Like what
If
a
I had a
4-course
choice?
meal. Yeah.
I think tamales.
But you have 4 courses. So appetizer, whatever comes after appetizer, main course, and dessert.
I think I would start off with a Chipotle burrito, then get some tamales,
As an appetizer?
then get me a tres
Okay.
leches cake, and then get me some more tamales.
Okay.
All right,
All
what's
right.
yours?
You say yours first. I haven't thought about it.
Okay. For my appetizer, I think I would go with a bowl of wonton soup. I just love wonton soup so much, and I think if it's a small enough bowl, some places consider that kind of like an appetizer, so I'd use that. Mine's gonna be very soup heavy. For my main course, it's gonna be the biggest bowl of beef pho you've ever seen in your life, because that's my favorite food on the entire planet. For dessert, I don't know. I like a lot of different things. I don't know if I have a favorite dessert specifically. I'd be good with just like that Costco that Costco chocolate cake that hits pretty hard.
You're gonna be like the Miss Trunchbull kid.
And then was there something else? There's a fourth one that I'm missing.
Yeah,
No,
we're,
you're not
we're
missing
eating
anything.
4 foods, is what she said.
That's
Yeah.
what you said earlier,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. That'd be basically it for me.
It's your last meal, boy. You can eat anything. Like you could have sushi for your last thing.
Or Wagyu.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Wagyu's pretty good, but I don't think I'd want it to be my last thing. Because the things that I'm kind of missing out on. Oh, this would be another good tier list. Like, what would be the best foods to add, or like a
Yeah.
draft or something? That'd be fun. But the things that didn't make my list, like just on the outskirts, are Wingstop seasoned fries.
Mm-hmm.
Those are so goddamn good. I don't know
Yeah.
what they do to them, but they put their whole wingussy in them because they're delicious. And I was thinking about fried pickles because I love fried pickles, but I have to keep that on the outskirts, I think. I don't think I like them enough for that.
Hmm. Okay. Now I have mine. So for my appetizer, I would have fried zucchini, specifically from Farmer Boys, which I don't know, it might be niche, but Farmer Boys fried zucchini for sure as the appetizer. For the main, I think I would do shoot, because I want my mom's enchiladas, but I also want salmon. So
Well, you got 4 meals, so you could honestly do both of them.
okay, yeah. Okay, both of those.
Mhm.
And then for dessert, I think I would do my mom's like vanilla cake. Like she makes the frosting herself and she puts like almond extract and like whips her own like buttercream frosting, but it's like a little bit lighter and it has like a very fresh taste. I think I would do that.
That sounds
Also
really good.
some type of vegetable with the meat because I really like vegetables. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think that would be it for me and I think I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
Yeah, but Chase thinks that I have the worst combination of foods that I
You
like.
absolutely do.
No, I think the foods that you like are gross.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
I have fish and cottage cheese for breakfast one time.
Bro, you didn't have you had cottage cheese and fish sticks, frozen fish sticks, and walnuts. That was
I
your
didn't eat them.
breakfast.
I didn't eat them frozen.
Well,
I
there's
don't know
your
about that,
mistake.
maybe.
Yeah, if it was cold, then it'd be fine.
Yeah, refreshing breakfast right there.
But it's also known by most people that know me, I really don't like cooked fish.
Mhm.
I really don't. And I have to preface cooked fish because I love sushi. But for whatever reason, the moment a fish
You like
it's-
tilapia. He likes mudfish cooked.
Yeah,
I like
guess
tilapia
so.
too. Tilapia is so good.
Tilapia is pretty good, yeah. Every time I
girl.
ever say that, because like I've been trying to like more fish, because I really dislike salmon, and I know that salmon's really good for you.
I
and
love salmon.
People love it, and I'm just like, I don't know, it tastes too fishy to me. Like I don't want my fish to taste like fish,
Which is
but
insane.
but it just tastes like salty. Like I can taste it. To me, salmon tastes like I just took a scoop of pond water and just drank it.
Mm.
And
Yes, delicious.
I hate it. And so, yeah, I don't know.
Have
But
you
I don't
ever
like
had-
catfish. Catfish is mudfish.
Okay, I was
Oh, yeah,
gonna ask
catfish
if
is
you've ever
terrible.
had catfish.
Catfish sucks.
I've never had
No.
it. I've heard
Catfish is
mixed
disgusting.
things, but
However, the only time I have liked it is the fried catfish at Jack Allen because it's very thin and it's just like a little, it's just a little taste, a little something.
yeah, I guess it
But
just depends on how
yeah,
it's
otherwise
prepared.
no.
I've never had catfish.
It's
At Jack Allen's. You haven't had the catfish?
No.
Okay, next time we go, we'll need to order it because it's pretty good. That's literally the only way I'd eat catfish. Catfish is disgusting. Have you guys had alligator? I had alligator
I think
quite a few times.
I think
and
May
frog.
has. I never had.
It all tastes the same. It tastes like chicken. It tastes like dirty chicken.
That's what I've
Like
heard.
a chicken that only ate mud and sticks. And that's what any other like amphibian tastes like.
Speaking of chicken, do you guys prefer chicken or turkey?
Okay, so I have a love-hate relationship with turkey because when it's good, boy is it good. Boy is it good.
I've never liked
but
turkey.
when it's good, it's so rare, for it to be good. Chicken, you get that bitch in any kind of way and it's palatable,
Chicken, yeah, chicken on top always.
I would agree with you. I think chicken's a lot more versatile too. But to Lexi's point, when turkey is cooked really good, oh, it's so good. Like I thought I hated turkey for the longest time, but it just turns out I've always had it cooked really badly for the most part, where it's been really, really dry and gross. It's supposed to be moist and delicious. And I had never experienced that until pretty recently, actually.
No, I feel like since we started going to my sister's for Thanksgiving, because her turkey, I don't know what she do, whether she buys it or whether she makes it, it's always bust.
But I will say though, like, my mom's gonna listen to this. Shout out, hi mom. I'm gonna talk about you for a second. My mom loves the driest chicken. Like, I'm not even joking. She purposely overcooks it to make it super dry and stringy, and that's what she likes. And I'm like, you're insane. this is like chewing on a loincloth. This sucks. And she's like, that's just how I grew up eating it. And I'm like, well, stop torturing your taste buds, please. And like, she came over once and I was barbecuing chicken and I made it really juicy and stuff. And she was like, can you leave mine on there for an extra like 15 to 20 minutes? And I was like, okay, that's weird, but okay. And so, yeah, she loves overcooked chicken. So, hey, more power to her, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like it kind of overcooked sometimes. It depends. But like one of the ones that I do overcook sometimes is when I get it from like a store. The rotisserie chickens will actually take it and throw it in the air fryer because it's usually not cooked all the way, and I've gotten sick from it a few times. So it's just kind of a habit we've developed is we take it home, toss it in the air fryer a little longer, and it actually tastes really good when it comes out. Even though
I don't like it's sometimes the rotisserie chickens are very like
really
they're
pink.
too juicy because they're so pink. So I'm so careful on what rotisserie chicken. One time me and Chase were like, oh, I can't say me and Chase. I made Chase kind of wait in Costco for the next round of chickens because I was like, nope, these are not good.
Yeah,
How
well,
long did
you
that
say that
take?
like it was a long time ago. It was like last week.
So you gotta go in a little bit, boy. You're catching a football game, right? Who's playing?
It's the Seattle Seahawks and the LA Rams.
Okay, I figured it was the Seahawks.
Yep.
But of course, before you go, because we'll probably end the podcast right there, that we are a Will Smith podcast. So we gotta talk about Will Smith. And I wanted to talk to you guys about something I noticed recently is that when you go to his Instagram, several of his posts have like comments that are just like emotes and emojis and hearts and like fire emojis. And they feel like bot comments.
So Will Smith uses bots? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think so. Like literally go to his Instagram, go to any post, or at least the majority of them, and a bunch of them are just people like putting hearts and smiley faces and fire icons. and it's super weird.
Maybe they're just old. I think old people like emotes and stuff, right?
I'm
Let me
not
see.
sure.
Fire, 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 heart, heart. Let's go, clap, clap, clap. Heart, 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 heart. Yeah, there are quite a few.
Humans don't speak like this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are. It's the same with like you're not on Twitter anymore. I'm not gonna. I refuse to call it X because that name's stupid. But
Yeah.
Twitter's like that too, where random like OnlyFans accounts will be like, "Oh, that reminds me of the time that I did this," and you're like, "Shut up! Like no one cares, bro. You're just engagement farming. Shut up."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually, since you mentioned Twitter, I was watching a streamer the other day who has she exposes a lot of like AI stuff,
Mhm.
and she was going through Twitter profiles. A bunch of them were from the Red Hat people,
Mhm.
and she would go to them, just click on any one, and they all look 3D printed from the same guy with the shades and the red hat and all that, and
Uh-huh.
they're like, married to, and then they tag their wife. She clicked on their profile, and it was like an AI girl. And all of her followers and the people she follows were all AI. And it's just a huge net of AI following each
Well,
other.
yeah, because everyone on the internet is fake.
Mhm.
Everything, they're all bots. All the hate, all the irrational hate, all of the weird why are so many people enjoying this? This is crap content. They're bots. Like the internet is fake. Everything on the internet is fake. Everyone on the internet is fake. And it sucks that that's the world that we live in, but it just is.
Well, not us, not the Cacatalk Podcast. We have a total of 18 incredible, real subscribers, and that's what makes everyone so amazing. And thank you all for listening to yet another episode of this podcast. We love you all so much. We appreciate all of you. Tell your friends about us, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.